Hey friends in film, I'm Allison. I'm an actor first and foremost. So when I started Friends in Film, I was using the program as a way to get on sets and make connections so that I could further my acting career. And so something I wanted to talk about was all the wonderful opportunities I've had because of my crew work. The very first job that I did, not paid, for a short film was Scripty. I met a ton of people on that job. Those connections have led me to work that I'm still getting now a year later. One of the actors I met ended up having representation in Chicago. I'm in Detroit, and I've been looking for representation outside of the Detroit market. And so he referred me, and I ended up getting signed by that agent because of his reference. There was another actor on set who we built a relationship. He directed and produced a feature film. He brought me in as one of the leads in the film purely because he loved my work ethic, and he just knew I was a hard worker and I had the skills for it. I also PA'd last summer on a TV show that was shooting in this area that's now launching on Tubi TV. And I made a really good impact with the producers there. They liked me a lot. And they brought me into this horror film, and they brought in some LA talent, but I didn't have to audition. I didn't even submit to be in the film. I was just asked directly by the producer to be a day player on the film. And my scene ended up being with Sean Whalen, who you might know him from Twister. He had like a really big movie run in the 90s. He was also in Men in Black. I know him as the pizza guy in the first season of Friends. So that was really cool. He's the biggest name that I have ever acted with. And that just happened to me on account of having a good relationship with some producers because I PA'd for them. I was able to do some voiceover work because of that. The AD was wanted somebody to fill in. They needed like a radio reporter, and just from working with them and hearing me talk, they liked me, and they're like, hey, come in and do this. We need somebody to talk on the radio. One other thing that comes to my mind was I was able to get a really great comedic scene that I actually have in my reel now because I was wardrobe supervisor on a film last summer. Due to COVID, they didn't have any makeup artists on set, so I was also responsible for last looks. The lead of the movie was also the director, and he was a profuse sweater. And so my job ended up being most of the time blotting his sweat so he wasn't like gross on camera. We had a relationship that ended up being pretty close because of that. And so he wanted to reward me for all my hard work. And he's like, I want you to be in the film. We're going to improv a scene together. And so I basically introduced his character through this improvisation, and he spills coffee on me, and it's a whole thing. But a lot of people have commented on that on my reel and said that was a clip that made them laugh or whatever. And that was completely improvised in one take. And he gave me that because of my work on crew, of just how giving I was of what I could do just to help the film along. So all of this is to say that I have had more opportunity just by building relationships, by working on crew, than I have just by auditioning and putting it out there in the world to casting directors that I haven't met before or what have you. So I'm going to continue doing this. I still do PA work for TV that comes in the area, and I'm trying to branch out, and I work in other states as well around me. So it works, you guys, and I thank you for letting me share my successes with you. I'm just getting off my first day as key PA on a feature film that's shooting here in Detroit, and I just wanted to give you a quick peek. You can see there's going to be some cop cars behind me that's going to be used in the film. We've got some stunt guys that are going to be flipping the cars and exploding cars and all that good stuff. It's kind of an action murder horror film. Hey you guys, I am doing a lockup for a big car scene. A car chase is about to happen. Yeah, this is my key PA position. This is day 2. Today's the first day with all the cars.